Okay, let the learning begin. I am genuinely interested in you and would like to encourage you to talk about yourself. Hello.
Relax your thighs, get on top and start to rise until you feel that need, and I'm gonna feel the cool day. Got that need of mine. I wanna know in you all night into the sunrise. I wanna know in you.
Stepping out. What are we looking at? OMME Gang's The Three Philosophers, weighing in at 9.7%. Hey, watch this, Matt. I'm going to use my bottle opener. I mean, Sharky's bottle opener. This review needs to be about 15 minutes or Christine's going to be pissed. She's already pissed.
Yeah, we can hustle along.
Drink fast, Johnny.
Got some food to grill. Danielle hasn't eaten all day. I asked her if she wanted some. She goes, yes, get some burgers.
Okay, it looks like Coca-Cola.
It smells like my typical Belgian beer, if you ask me. I used to like Belgians, not so much anymore. This one ain't bad though. It's a lot lighter than some. And you definitely get that cherry on the back end.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a good cherry, but I mean, it's there.
It's First is Rich saying cheers all. Cheers, Rich. And then Heaven Hell Spirit says, wow, what an intro, right to the point. I don't remember what I ate. Oh, yeah. I used the new
the video.
the
Yeah.
new fuck Biden.
I watched probably the first 10-15 minutes of yesterday's show.
Dan says fire on E3 and cowbell if it was a hit. You can't. No. I can't. Sorry, I can't cowbell. I left the cowbell down in the camper at Jolson's.
It's a good place for it. I bet you that bell is already broken.
It was suggested that I leave it with him. What was the exact comment? If Jolson wants to cowbell all the time, get him one.
Yes.
I think she's a porn star. Tom says, greetings, Patriots. Tom. Mr. 27 says 6th. Multi-Gunman says 6 whiskey. That's a very good starting point. Then Mr. 27 says double cowbell, please.
Don't look at me.
Multi-Gunman says, I think you mean double whiskey, please. Now that's more like it.
A double only if we're splitting it.
A double in 2 separate containers?
No, just a double split. So it's a single each.
Well, first we got a cowbell.
That is not a cowbell.
If it was hanging on a cow, it'd be a cowbell.
That's a beer bell.
Wasn't it more appropriate? Hey, do you like mezcal? Okay.
It's kind of like tequila.
Okay, this is now your whiskey shot. Because, have you seen me drink this?
No.
Good.
I'm guessing that you like it a lot.
I don't want a predetermined.
Okay.
I just want your opinion. I
got something from Dale that you should try.
Dale got some tequila?
No, not tequila. I don't remember what it is. He says it's like from a 120-year-old establishment. I don't know what it is.
Oh, maybe I should. No.
Well, it can't be that good if you're not sharing it with me. That's my thought.
Paul Mason Grand Amber. Never tried it.
I was thinking about picking up Axeman, you know, from the beer.
Surly?
Surly. They got whiskey now. I think their bottle of Axeman's like $30. I was debating on getting it. I already got whiskey. I'm good right now.
Maybe I messed up. Maybe I shouldn't have opened that. Lily's been jonesing, and it was her birthday yesterday, 33.
Happy belated birthday.
I'm not even sure how I feel about having a kid that's 33 years old. It feels like yesterday I was 33.
Another year I'll be 40.
We're going to have the big celebration. 4-0. I mean, are you going to be all teary? You know what was the worst one? We thought we were doing this big surprise birthday party for my mom on her 50th.
Yeah.
First of all, we fucked up. We took her to a nice place for dinner. Back on the other side of town, we rented a hall. All of her friends and family were there with a big fucking spread. My mom's like going, "Why in the hell did you take me to dinner? You could have just brought me straight here. I could have been eating with everybody else. Now I get here and I'm stuffed."
Yeah.
But pack it up. Fucking leftovers. But her 50th was like she knew she was going to be dead in 6 hours. She did not handle turning 50 well at all. I don't even remember what I even did. Hey, I got a little warning here. If somebody notices something, of course, if somebody notices something and I don't, could you please tell me so I can go find her? The problem is there's 8,032 girls in this folder right now. I've got a whole bunch more to add to incorporate, but I scanned through.
We just went through and found 3 in the last like 2 minutes before starting.
Well, see, I fucked up. I copied to move them into the Trump. It's the Trump 1 folder, and I by accidentally stopped on Vivian. That's why those Vivian pictures were in there. So I then was able to go through, because as I hit the button, I saw this gigantic chested chick wearing no shirt. I'm like, oh God, if it fell into this folder. So with his help, I got rid of like 3 more.
It's gonna be a new battle box or what?
Yeah, that's stupid or what? The blade is
Barely
just as fat as where that rivet is.
I mean, the handle's pretty bad. Badass.
I like Condor products, and I decided to keep that one as the. I've only given away.
In case of shit.
I don't know how many of them I've given away.
I think you've given me at least 1 or 2. I know one for sure because I snapped that fucker right at the handle.
I wonder if that's the one I didn't like. When every time you hit, it like just hit nerves in my hand.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably the same one you're talking. It got really thin by the handle.
Maybe wearing gloves while using it would also been.
I know. I smacked a branch trying to chop it up at my dad's place, and the fucker just went bink. Handles in my hand and the blades on the ground. Like that's pretty well made.
Speaking of battle box, unless I want to be a week behind schedule, I might be doing an OMME video from the camper. My battle box was supposed to be here on Saturday, and I figured no problem. I'd do the video either Sunday, today, or Monday morning. And I got notified Saturday night by the U.S. Postal Service that your package delivery date's been moved to Monday, and it's usually late on a Monday.
What's wrong with doing it in the camper? Doing it in the great outdoors? I mean, that's probably one of the better places to do it.
If there's something cool I can test, I can maybe try like burning down Jolson's house, or lighting his camper on fire, or Teresa would kill me. You don't want to do that.
Smells like mezcal. I honestly don't even know what the difference between mezcal and tequila is. I know they're different, but they taste a lot of the same sometimes. At least when you get real cheap freaking tequila.
I think maybe it's something that, no, I can't answer that.
Well, see,
I just love being corrected all the time.
I was just looking. This is made with agave, same as tequila. pretty smooth initially. Goes down.
Tell me about that aftertaste. What's the first thing you think of with the aftertaste?
Mezcal.
Maybe it was my taste buds.
Oh, I'm not really getting anything.
If I tell you what I tasted, your brain might fill in the blanks, and then it just gets worse.
Well, then don't say nothing. That's not bad.
To me, it tasted like something went wrong when it got bottled.
You found a rat in there or something?
No, I thought it tasted like strong petroleum, like gasoline at the end.
Oh.
And that's all I can taste. I tried another shot of it, just because I'm a pro.
So you're giving it to me to try. So I have to drink.
I didn't want to tell you. I thought it might have been me, psychologically, or.
I think honestly that's not a lot of mezcal stuff.
You know that cheap ass shit that Johnny Concho got me? You know the stuff in the really flamboyant looking bottle with the worm on the bottom?
Monte Alban?
I actually don't. This is like higher grade version, I think. This stuff I actually don't mind.
I've gone through several bottles of Monte Alban in my day.
But the bottle I'm thinking of was that's why it's not here. Because when the air mattress started knocking the shelf over, instead of a $400 or $300 bottle of scotch,
that one go?
I think it said $2.99 on it. But you had to go to Mexico to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, reading comments. We don't get in trouble. Too late. Miss 27, I beat the Salty Man and Multi 357 Man. Multi Gunman says rigged. You know what? I couldn't even listen to the Talking Heads anymore. Everybody's just going on and on about how could the American electorate think about voting for a convicted felon. I mean, can you imagine, Matt? If you...
But that's their pushing point, because they already know they've lost. That's why they're going after Trump. That's why they've had these kangaroo courts. And that's why they're now making it look like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe the audacity of someone to vote for a convicted felon. That is just like the craziest thing that we've ever heard in all time of America. Just like his charges.
Mm-hmm.
How many people have Clinton offed?
Look at all the things that the Clintons have done, and they've never seen their day in court.
Her hiding and deleting all those fucking emails. I mean, this stuff's already been proven. They've talked about it, and what has happened? Nothing. They've never been charged.
No. You know what? I've always said this, though. You know what I think is always the number one problem? Is a conservative is a true American, and they always try to do things the right way, or the
civil way,
the civil or legal way. A fucking liberal piece of shit Democrat will do anything that they have to get to the success that they want. It doesn't matter if you lie, cheat, or steal. And it's like, if one person makes a comment to me about fucking Trump and being a felon, I'm probably going to become a felon when I punch him right in their fucking face. Why don't you use your goddamn brain? 32 counts of all bullshit, and not a single one of them should be a felony, but yet here we are.
They're also way past the statutory limitation.
It's just fucking...
What was their excuse for that? Oh, well, we just found out, and COVID happened, so we got another 5-year extension, and then... You know what I mean? Like the fucking bullshit that they're spewing. They're drawing fucking straws right now.
That's true.
I want to see, though, what the sentencing is going to be. They're going to actually try to put the motherfucker in jail?
Well, I'll put it this way.
I'm going to laugh. He's doing his podcasts and whatnot from inside his cell. Vote for me, November 11th.
Fucking, it's just like Argentina.
Yeah.
I mean, This is all out of a communist playbook.
Well, hey, it might work out though if they do, give them house arrest or whatever, probation. That might not be so horrible, because last election Joe Biden won from his basement. Trump might be able to win from his patio.
This 27 says buy jewelry.
Did you see how much they raised for him though in 24 hours?
Sharky says buy B-U-Y or buy B-Y-E. Yeah, what was it, 24 million?
No. Like 54 million in 24 hours. That should tell you folks where America is really, where their thoughts are. I like her.
Here, this is just getting in the way of the girls. There. Turns out I turned the camera off. Turn the camera off so don't get the good girls interrupted. Din says sell it before it's been a month since the lamp went out on it, so it's the next owner's problem.
What's that?
Talking about my truck.
Oh,
Fixing it. See now. NIHAP sent me a good video last night, and another huge documented problem is exactly what it's doing now. Lamp out chime, and it all goes back to the back lights because they take on so much moisture. So what this guy said to do is take the rear assembly apart, which is 3 bulbs.
You're gonna have to seal it.
Well, I guess you could if you wanted to, but he just cleans the terminals, replaces the bulbs, uses contact cleaner, dielectric grease, and reassembles it. I mean, that's worth trying. I mean, it's my time and the cost. If I replace the license plate bulbs, it's a total of 8 light bulbs. There's 2 for the brake lights, 1 for the reverse on each side, so that's 6, and 2 for the... I wanted to do this tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to have the time to do this tomorrow. I'll just drive it over and put it in front of your garage, and you can take care of that while I'm out. I got to do a job bid in the morning.
Actually, we'll see how tonight goes. I'm either going to be sleeping in, because I have much needed sleep. I got like 5-6 hours of sleep the past 3 days. That's not enough for me.
Don't want to block this beauty.
But I was thinking about going fishing if it's decent out. And then in the afternoon, me and Jordan got to work on that tree. We were supposed to do it today, but Jordan's a little unreliable. I mean, he's reliable, I think, where it counts, but I mean, he's not good for time all the time.
Not good for time all the time.
And sometimes he is, and sometimes he's not.
You want to send him a message?
Jordan? He's gonna think I'm all pissed off at him now. Like, no, when we talk shit about you, we want to make sure it's to your face. No, Jordan's honestly pretty cool shit. Fuck, I think he was one of the first people that actually hit me up and say happy birthday. He did it like 1 in the morning. And then, next day, well, it's still my birthday, I guess. Later that afternoon, not middle of the night, drives by, happy birthday, and then gives me a big turd chunk of some medication.
No idea what you're talking about. Stephen Bushmike, though. Sub-comment, Sharky says, you might want to rephrase that sentence and add some punctuation for the rest of us. And then says, somehow them words flipped, laugh out loud. Smile Money, intro, not my style of music. The man bun, really? I can really I can agree too much of the message I could follow. That was suggested by EMT Railfan. Ooh, she's another one where Matt's gonna say she looks like a real doll.
I don't like her face. Her tits are a little big for me, but I mean, I look past them. But I don't know, her face looked like too youngish.
Well, I offset it with the titties. Even though year by year, I believe in the time before now and when I die, babies will be born having to wear a bra because of all the shit they put in our food.
Did we ever try that one? That looks familiar. But Jason asked.
I don't.
He just tried this the other day. It's a mob barley wine style ale, and what do you say? I don't know. It's like 19-20%.
See, this is a full picture of her standing wearing nothing with a really nice rack. But for contractual obligations, I didn't want to delete. I liked what I could show you. So there she is. So these are all Smile Money. I caught just a short bit of the YouTube live. Nice. Cobra says, I missed it. Then Smile Money says, great way to see the exclusive Joey and Johnny. Or elusive Joey and Johnny. Cobra says, what channel was it on? I don't see anything posted to watch in the rerun format, or Ebomi erased it Hunter does to a line of Coke. And then Smile Money says Cobra was on the Ebomi channel and gives him a direct link. You know, I can understand, Smile Money, why Cobra was having a problem. It wasn't even showing up to me on my own channel. I don't know what it is that you like about her.
So many things. I don't know what's not to like about her, to be honest.
And she just has that look like she knows she can get anything she wants.
Now, if she had just recently had a kid and looks like that, she'd be even better, because then maybe she could be pumping out some of that hemp milk for me.
Smile Money says, Eric, Chuck wasn't commenting when you were ranting about Trump's election and arm tickets. Sometimes, maybe I don't say things in the right order, but I never said that, or was I implying that? I was going back to when I said my views and subscriber numbers came to a halt. It had nothing to do with any of that.
Are you sure it's not because you rant all the time and people just don't want to listen to it?
He is living rent-free in your head. Well, no, because I wasn't talking. Whatever. No, you're living rent-free. You didn't lose subs. You just lost channels. No, you've mixed two decades up. Seriously, 2 decades. Cobra says brutal and wrong, and you know what? I'm not even going to continue because the whole preface on what I said was 100% wrong. I was not talking about anything to do with anything since.
You weren't talking about anything about it.
It wasn't anything to do with the Brew channel. It was all about the Ebomi channel. It was all about what he was saying about me and the Ebomi channel. He was saying that people just stopped wanting to watch my shit.
Oh, I heard you read that.
Yet every single time, like it just happened on our live thing. 4 people that my feed popped up out of nowhere. They didn't even know that I was still doing YouTube.
Well, the numbers show, and the algorithms. I mean, you probably don't have the ability to go and prove that, but others do.
Someone did.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Remember when we did the stock for the Mosin? And that guy said, you don't get enough views. The company is never going to sponsor you $100 and something stock. And like a week went by and he emailed me and he says, Eric, I have to apologize. My friend is in the inner realm of YouTube, and they were able to he was able to prove to his buddy 2 things. my numbers all came to a halt when they like put me basically in a.
You're in the bad category.
They put me in the bad people category.
You're in the Republican Party. Mama. Her face isn't actually. Her face is really not cool.
No, but the rest.
But the rest is.
She's a lights out kind of girl. And then he also said that
she's a Kathy.
Believe it or not, you are getting views that you are not getting credit for.
Not even knowing.
So I might get 1,000 views on a video and it says 185. And did I end up buying that stock, or did he actually end up sending it to me after that?
Which one?
The red Mimosan one.
I bought it for you. I think you paid me.
Oh yeah.
Because I bought that one in my.
All he did was apologize.
I bought that one and the green one at the same time.
I don't care what anyone fucking says. I got multiple pictures of her, and she can take her panties off anytime she wants.
Fucking giddy up, cowboy. Yeehaw!
Cobra, dang, you did a YouTube live? How about heads up next time so I can stir up trouble in the chat room? No, you're just in there going, hi, I'm the real Cobra Burnout, and that's a link to my... Which is fine. I think I have no problems when he does that, actually.
I really like her.
UOCR220 says, good rantmanship. Cheers, buddy.
Actually, no, I don't. Looking at her face, almost looks kind of manly.
She also looks like...
She got a good-looking body, but now that I'm looking closer at the face, I don't... Is it just me, or does that look manly? Well, she got some heavy eyebrows, too.
She also looks like... you know what she looks like? She looks like someone who's in her late 40s trying to look like they're in their 20s.
That's true. I mean, she does look good without not looking at her face too much.
On the other hand, I got my reservations in hell.
Oh, natural. Let me burn with that fire.
Smile Money says, on Juneteenth, I will be celebrating granting my slaves freedom. Oh wait, never owned any slaves, or did I my ancestors? Well, at least it was a war back in 1735 when they arrived in America from Scotland. Also, my ancestors, at least 6 of them, were at Gettysburg fighting for the North.
Well, I think Juneteenth or whatever, I'm gonna probably actually let my slave have a free day. I'm gonna tell Charlie he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, it is generous. See?
Charlie can pretty much do whatever he wants anytime because he doesn't really get in trouble. So he just asked me for permission. I bought him a PlayStation for Christmas.
It's pushing the boundaries of it.
He took it home. Obviously, I wanted him to take it home so we could, play. I got one here now. He's got a PlayStation at his home. He messaged me yesterday. Hey, Dad, there's a free game. And he sent me a picture. He goes, can I get this on the PlayStation? On my PlayStation? Fuck yeah, you can. I mean, that's my kid, though. He asked me. If he doesn't know, he'll ask me. Like, fuck yeah, if anything's free and you want it, it's your PlayStation. You can go ahead and download whatever the hell you want if it's free. If it costs money, my card is on the account. So there's no fucking way unless I approve it. I think he's just used to that kind of standard. He's a good kid.
Rich says, could there be a OBD2 fault code stored that spells out which lamp is out?
That might be, actually.
Well, that's...
If you can reset that.
That is why I was wondering if I can get Sam to bring the expensive
computer
code reader, because the one from Accurate actually said that I had the wrong oil in the truck. How the fuck does it know? And the oil that was put in there by a mechanic that used to own the truck, so I don't know. Was it the wrong oil? I don't know. But that computer she was just listing like you farted in the cab.
And it fucking took a screenshot of the dust.
Yeah. Yeah, Rich, I'm gonna ask Sam if she thinks that there would be a stored code for that. But like I said, NIAP sent me a video basically of a guy that just replaced all of the bulbs in the rear, cleaned the sockets, squirted it with contact cleaner, and then scraped all the terminals, and then put a little dielectric grease on all of the bulbs before he put on the circuit part, not the bulb part, of the bulbs before he reinstalled all of the rear turn signals. He didn't show the brake light. Actually, he's the one that did the license plate last. But you know what? You're the one that told me that that light was out and that lamp was not on the dash for the license plate. I can...
When are you talking about? I told you it was out.
You told me the bulb was out, and you go, if you go get one, I'll put it in for you. And you're the one that put the bulb in my license plate.
Oh, yeah.
For the truck. But that lamp was not out. You're the one that told me. The truck didn't tell me. So maybe I won't waste my time and I'll do the turn signals first, because it does pull
moisture up there.
And it's also lets you know that fast blinking, that kind of, but nothing, I don't know. He's already walked around my truck and
everything
verified
works. I won't even fucking worry about it. You got a fucking annoying light on your truck. You know what? Put a piece of duct tape on the dash.
Well, it's just it's just for the sake of selling it.
She is real cute.
Mike says cheers.
Well, if that's the case, fucking tell Sam to remove all the codes and
burn out that lamp.
Yep.
I mean, the four-wheel drive light doesn't come on anymore. Who says something bad can't happen?
You know what, though? So you're worried about all these lights. Now, here's the thing. If I go and sell my truck, yeah, that light is going to be a problem. Because my truck's 2020. It's not even... It's 4 years old.
It's only a 2004.
Your truck is 20 years old. It's not going to be perfect.
No, this is true. Thanks to Minnesota.
But I mean, you can also explain what you know and what work's been done, and it's a good damn truck. It runs, it's reliable. You might have some fucking codes that pop up that are bullshit, but really, if I was to buy a truck, am I going to worry about, oh, it says my signal lights, or something's wrong with my lights.
But they all work.
Yet every one of them look when I go around and look. Is that going to stop me from wanting that truck? I mean, if I need it?
I'm still wondering, Rich, maybe hinting to this, if the code was cleared, would it come back right on right away?
Well,
especially if all the lights are on.
It might not. It depends. You know what? Vehicles, especially with those kind of computers, are so goofy. That's why I really wish... No, don't get me wrong, I really do like my Toyota. But if I could trade my Toyota for like a old square body that was like in flawless condition, but it still had maybe a little upgrades, you know.
That's the problem. You couldn't trade your Toyota for one of those these days.
I don't want, you know, power windows don't really matter to me. But I still would prefer AC. I would still have a, you know, some kind of stereo system installed in it. Other than that, the electronics, I want them minimized.
No more square body stories. You got 15 minutes or less.
And a manual so you can push start it.
I'd like to push start that.
I'd let her push start me.
Aaron ZX10R says, is Ballast Point still around? I remember you did a lot of those. They are, but the only chance, unless someone sends it to me, the only chance that I have of that is every now and then I have seen a few of their offerings over at Keyport. But nobody in this area, I don't know how Keyport even ends up with them. But a personal favorite was Sculpin. That was the one with the habanero in it. And it was actually a good zesty beer. Melted Gunman says whiskey and 357 Magnums, that's all. Redneck Ramblin' says greetings, Captain. Greetings.
357.
357 Magnums. Redneck says I'm here for the naked and to...
Watch your body! Watch your body!
We'll drink to that.
Watch your body!
Mike says put a little lube on the stocks buffer tube. Mike, you're talking about the JP, and I can tell you, no lubricant does anything. It's actually a flaw in their design or their tolerance for where when it's not a regular buffer tube.
I was gonna say even their buffer is the weirdest one I've ever seen, but it's pretty badass.
That particular assembly is the tube. Everything comes as one. Yeah, it's got the silent capture inside of it. No, I don't know. About the only thing I thought about doing is if I could get it completely apart, maybe taking where the 2 points overlap, maybe taking a little bit off of it.
Just
but
a little file.
Yeah, I've tried lube and it has gotten me nowhere.
I don't know if I'd even fuck with that JP, man. That's nice. It's nice. You're gonna fucking sand it down or file it, and the next thing you know, you're gonna have to send it in.
Well, the stock was supposed to be sent into. It wouldn't go to JP. It would go to Magpul because it's their part.
Oh, that's fine.
It's a Magpul stock. It's just a. I guess I wasn't shocked when they changed the style.
Then go ahead and grind away if it's just Magpul.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with JP other than they put it on the rifle, and I don't remember if it did it from the start. I don't know. The rifle hasn't seen a lot of action, and I know that's a terrible thing to say. The gun that I have the most money invested in should be the one that's had the most. I've had the most fun with.
No, not really.
Jolson says we don't need any cowbell because I have it. I'm ringing the fuck out of it right now as we speak. Have a nice day. Thanks, Jolson.
I would say your JP should be most expensive. Should be sighted in, reliable and trusted, and that's when shit hits the fan, that's your first one to go with.
Oh, I definitely grab that rifle. Even my self-conscious puts it in dreams. Mike says, I think this Trump crap is a political scam stunt for votes. Well, they were hoping that they could Biden was hoping he could take votes away from Trump and get him himself, because after all, what kind of a non-American would vote for a convicted felon? I am.
Well, you're taking my lines.
Salty. That's no moon, that's nakedness. Cheapo gun guy. A smart person knows how to talk, a wise person knows when to listen. You know, half the time I can't keep my big fat mouth shut, especially about...
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Thank God, home stretch. The problem is between the home stretch and actually being done is McLean. McLean says, you ever notice that there's no more banana teats? What happened to those old school stargazers?
Banana teats.
Some of these chicks just have these.
Oh,
just form.
They kind of curl up.
They look like they got stuck in a funnel.
They're saggy, but then they point out.
Yeah.
That was actually a lot like my kid's mom, back when she was younger and before she had kids.
If the nipples were barrels, she'd shoot the ceiling fan.
Oh, she had big old nipples.
Pixar, it didn't happen.
I got it on my old BlackBerry. I just got to charge it.
Need help finding it?
No.
Oh, good. McLean says, I celebrate Juneteenth because I'm black from the waist down. McLean, I felt like you kind of mailed this one. And Eric, do better, okay? Mailed this one. Oh, speaking of that.
Eric, do better? What's wrong with me, huh? You think Eric can do better than me?
You read no more than 3 comments, because I have to get something for you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Matt Davis. More Matt and more whiskey. You know what? I like that comment. I'm gonna heart that one. That was a good one. Thumbs up and a heart. Jolson. You know what? We'll do some whiskey because you said it. Non-alcoholic bourbon. Oh my goodness. Eric, Eric, you gotta pour us some just tiny shots.
I do.
Yeah, I gotta do it. Matt Davis said it. More Matt and whiskey. So I said, all right, I'll do a little one for him.
So,
you know, gotta support the Matt.
So what do you want?
Oh, I don't care. I just looked, and the first thing I saw was free spirits, non-alcoholic. I chuckled. All right, Jolson's up next. Says, you're usually doing the live anyways. Might as well make it public and then make something off it as another form of revenue. You know what? He's not wrong. Even if you had a couple channels, you can have your bitch and moan brew channel. You can have, you know, your reviews where you're reviewing.
Yeah, but there's a flaw in that plan. Unless you're getting sponsored, YouTube has moved
pretty
the
much made it
goalposts.
tough. Yeah.
You have to have over 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
My,
I know. I heard you said all that before to me and to them, I'm sure. All right. Philip Porteous.
no idea. Yeah, no. Oh.
It's shipped from your address, from Philip to your address, Eric Hugh Bromy.
Hugh
Bromy.
I must be Jewish. Yeah, nice.
It might help.
You can use a
I mean,
Sharky's bottle opener.
I could rip it, but
Grip
it's going
it.
to be a little bit more difficult that way. I
Grip
won't
it
lie.
and rip it.
This is definitely taped pretty well.
Yeah, we don't use names here. You gonna need this again?
I don't think so. Let's see. Now the only problem is I don't know what this is for. I have an assumption that it came from a certain individual to fit another certain item that we might have discussed. No, wait. I don't think this is what it was.
No, this is for a SIG.
Yeah, that's why I'm really confused.
That works in the PX.
That's what I thought. That's what I was wondering. But I did talk about a 15 round mag for this, so I didn't know if that's what he was thinking.
Is that a single stack?
Looks like it.
Okay, I can't help you then. I don't. Other than some fuck up New York compliant mags, I don't have any.
I have seen 15 round mags for these, but they're standard. Their largest one standard is 10.
Unfortunately, I sold the other PX. I kind of wish I wouldn't have now, but
Yeah,
that
that's honestly one of the best guns in my mind you can get.
I mean, Jesus Christ!
It's
you
not-
can
it's
almost
not the
give them away at Halloween.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the best ever because it's like $300.
Hey, little Billy, would you like
What?
a Snickers bar or a PX9?
But
Good.
it's $300, and for $300, that is the best bang you're ever gonna find in a gun, at least for me that I've seen yet.
Not to mention,
I could hit every shot, and
it was
we
tight.
never had a single malfunction with it.
No.
Sights could be a little bit better, but like I said, just a little bit of that glow glue or whatever, I might just drop that in the sight.
Now, if it takes
Oh,
the
good.
same sights that go on
does-
XD,
No, I believe it takes actually the same sights as Glock, or Glock sights fit on it. I could be wrong. I did look it up. I swear Glock sights look or work on it.
you can still get a lot better than a goalpost for a Glock sight. So
Yeah.
I actually I actually don't mind Glock's night sights. They're good sights. Not to mention, in theory, you could probably change the sights on a Glock with a little rubber mallet, like my. You don't necessarily have to have the tool, but I.
Thank you, by the way. I know exactly who this is. I won't call him out. I won't give away his name, but I know who this is from. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll see if it works, and if it don't, I'll leave it here in your.
Take it to your welcome
to welcome to. Grab it.
You read one of the Jolson comments, but not the other.
I got carried away.
You read this one though?
Yes.
Okay.
More cowbell. Fuck the goddamn.
His other one says that I have multiple cowbells. No, I lost them in a boating accident, Jolson.
They went over with all the guns.
So I knew where the guns were in the boat. There was cowbells, and you know.
She looks older, but she looked cute.
I've always been kind of this got some nice camel toe, and I like how it says "sweet" right by the lips. Oh, Joey is in her crotch. This is my my lizard version of Joey Cuz. Okay, I told her we'd be up in 50.
Right, so
Sharky says, cheers all. Shot the 312. Here we go.
I'm taking a shot for Matt Davis here. Cheers, Matt. Thank you.
Then he says, Hotel 6. H6 is a misdemeanor, which is more than Trump even should have had.
We Matts must stick together. People walk on us all day, every day, so that's why we Matts, we stick together.
I'd plant potatoes in that.
By the way, fuck, maybe tomorrow.
Sharky.
We gotta go get leeks or it's gonna be end of season.
Tomorrow?
I don't know about tomorrow.
I got shit. Sharky.
You got one thing you said you gotta do.
Yeah?
One thing tomorrow. You gotta go.
But this is my last day in town.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Well, I get a bit of job. If the weather's nice, I would like to tear the rear lights out of the truck and $5.
Ooh, I like her. Call her my little mamacita.
Sharky with the last comment. SH, yeah, KB. Where is a cooking video?
Fuck, that's what I should just do. But the problem is, it's gonna be like a Eric ranting brew review, but it's gonna be me.
Seriously, if you
I'll be drinking and showing food.
Every video starts off with you pulling the grill out of the garage and firing it up, looking at the camera, and that's like the opener. And then the whole video of you sitting down, bitching about something, and then
fucking neighbor Eric, I tell you, he pisses me off every goddamn day.
leak season. You could talk about your endless love affair with you know who.
No, I don't even talk about that any. You fucking bring that shit up.
It's the cause and effect. You know, I do appreciate. Okay, in case the other one happens to hear this, you know what I love about Matt is he knows that when to shut the fuck up. I understand. I don't need to hear about it every fucking 5 seconds.
Well, you were like, what was it the other day? You were like, well, at least, with you, you've learned to let it go or something like that, or not let it bother you. It doesn't fucking bother me. It's done and over with. I don't give two shits.
Is what it should be. I mean, I'm just guessing.
I still wish I had an understanding of why. But at the same point, that's probably just another rabbit hole I don't care to go down. So I don't give a shit. He's not bothering me. So guess what? I don't care, and there's no reason for me to bitch about it.
Personally, I think the outcome worked out grand for both of you.
I do too.
You don't have to deal with the bullshit. And
he's got a nicer, bigger place. It's a little bit more out of the city.
Well, Except for no matter how you look at it, he has about 350 neighbors that you don't.
I know. I heard. Yeah, you told me about that. I did kind of chuckle about that part, but hey, whatever.
It's pretty roomy up there,
He's
though.
got 2 garages. Fuck it. You know what? Good for him. Seriously. Good for him. Ah, she's another one I thought was cute, but her face right there looks too guyish. I'm sorry. It looks like a fucking boy's face.
That's because she looks like she's 11. I mean, if you block all the lower stuff out, she looks like she's like hasn't hit puberty yet.
She's got a weird face.
Mama.
Yeah.
Kev Dog is going, you know what? Yeah, that's my librarian chick. I tell you what, you throw a decent body and big titties and some glasses on a chick, and Kev Dog is all over that. Slipping on his own drool.
Like, you know what? Another beer or two, and I'd be all for that.
I'm good with that. That's
Yeah, but you're also older than me.
Oh,
like,
God,
me,
here we go.
For me, she's still a little bit old, but like I said, a couple more, another drink or two, depending on what kind of drink, I'd probably be game.
Fucking wake up in a hotel room. Oh,
It's happened a few times.
oh shit.
I don't even, Eric, I don't even do that. This is what I do. Oh shit, sorry.
If it's your house, get the
I'm
fuck.
just gonna
Get out.
I'm just gonna run down and get us some
tacos.
coffee, and I gotta run across the street and get some smokes. Do you want anything? And then I'm fucking gone.
In the club. Oh, score. I think when I reviewed it last, I probably said I'd never buy this again, but I had absolutely no problems drinking 2 of them. It's
not my cup of tea, like I said, typically, but it's not bad.
no, it could grow on you. 9%'s nice.
9.7 is almost 10. It's
not-
just shy of 10.
It's not boozy. It doesn't have an alcohol burn. It's hiding the corruption very nicely. I'd give it a 7.5.
For what it says it is, I'd give it like probably a 8.5. But for like my taste buds, I'm going a 7.
Yeah.
Like I said, when you looked at it, I'm like, I'm outside my
Kevin, where do we fall on this one?
norm on this. That's a butt cheek on a chest.
You know what's really terrible? Is my penis went in there and it'd never be seen again. There's no chance that it's you know white guy. Irish white guy
I was just gonna
problems.
say white boy problems.
See, I don't like her lips, but there's something about the rest of her body that I do like.
And she's got some good curves.
She's kind of like Kathy. The only chance, well, not the only chance with this. The only chance with Kathy is if the lights went on.
But her lips, I think they look so fucked up. It's because I think it looks like she went over her actual lips.
Yeah, I
with the
think
lip.
she drew them in there a little bit heavy.
She's like, I'm just getting ready to suck your cock. Don't worry.
Oh. He did not shoot this. Or did he shoot this?
You don't even know anymore at this point. I think
Yes. He had to have shot this.
I think this.
I would have
one's kind of
insisted that he
yeah,
shot
the AK.
this.
This is the AK one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can always tell with that. I'm pretty sure he did shoot that actually.
That thing is just such a beast. I love it so much. I wish I could win the mini lottery so I could put the scope that I want on it.
Do you like that better than just a straight up AR platform?
Depends on the AR. There's just something about the brutality of the 30 cal 7.62 round and the way this all turned out between the trigger that I bitch about, because I took this out of Alice, and John's break on there. Oh my God! It was definitely a giggle hit with the other people up shooting at that day.
Yeah.
No, this was a gun I fell in love with the first time I squeezed the trigger. It's like, holy shit.
Well, maybe if I ever decide to go crazy, that might be what I if I end up selling one of my ARs, or I want to transfigure it into,
Well, see,
this.
this is what Eric is passionate about. I got
I
more
want it.
googly over
I
this
want it.
than an actual AK.
I was gonna say I want an AK, but also building
You know-
one of these would be just as fine too.
The only AK that I would have been willing to do illegal shit to get is go online and look up Krebs Customs.
I think we have looked that up.
They take an old school AK, and by the time they're done with the handguard and the stock and their big oversized paddles and all that shit, they're just such fucking awesome. See, I like the AR platform. And this incorporates that, like, it feels like every time you squeeze the trigger, a fucking pop can leaves. It's like, doof, wow, and when it hits, it's
So it hits a lot harder than
it's
the
just-
AR. Well, I mean, it's a big round too, but
it doesn't really hit you harder. It just seems like what I don't know.
you're launching a fucking whale over a.
It feels like
shark.
you have a miniature cruise missile launcher in your hands versus a 22 caliber. You know that thing that blows up. What is that? What's that cunt Biden? What are the lies they set forth? Remember what's that one fucking black dumbass chick that said, when you hold an AR in your hands, it feels like you're holding 3 moving boxes worth of stuff. Was that Maxine Waters that said that?
I can believe it. She's dumb.
Cunt is the word you're looking for.
That's exactly what I was gonna say, but I didn't say it because some people get offended by that word, and she's not the one here that I can offend, so I'm not gonna try to offend anyone by using that word.
She's a twat snapper cunt zipper camel toe fucking piece of shit. How's that?
With a dick.
With a dick. I wouldn't be surprised if Maxine Waters has a dick. Okay, first in the club is Rich Huff saying cheers, clubbers. Christine's like you said 15 minutes and
Yep.
30 minutes later. That's
Keep
because
reading.
we were talking about cunts.
We do love cunts, don't we?
Okay, here's my problem. I love the size of the tits. Think she has a beautiful face. There seems to be a large area between the top of her titties and the bottom of her chin. Is it just me, or is it
Not too big. I won't want those. I'd be drowning.
is it that the tits dropped? If she had like a tuck with. Den says if it's considered a Bloody Mary if she's on the rag. Oh yeah, by the way, we are on the backup channel, and it is Sunday Bloody Sunday, but he's not a fan of Bloody Marys, and this was the time that he had to review, so I respect that. Maybe I'll do a Monday Bloody Monday.
A late Sunday, Monday.
I'll knock one out yet tonight before midnight. As long as I say good night at 11:59.
You can always bring your camera while we go grill.
I'm probably gonna cook on my own grill.
Oh, okay.
Christine says you take too long grilling.
Yeah, I do. I'm sure.
He does get it. Okay, I'll admit this. I've never seen anybody grill as long as he does. I think I figured out the secret, though. You drink beer while you wait for the food to cook.
I thought that's what grilling was about. Well, and the good food.
It's like you look in there and like a half of a Bic lighter flame. It's like, so when's this gonna be done? Matt opens the fridge. Matt's beer fridge
In about 2 or 3 beers.
is the timer. 12-pack from now.
It's not that long. Most everything I cook is about an hour. Burgers are probably half of that.
See, technically speaking, if my grill was warm right now,
Burgers and brats are lower, but everything else, like any kind of steaks,
I need to
chicken,
have those burgers for her done before you could get to your garage.
It's not gonna happen.
Last in, Salty says, cheers, naked clubbers, and
Fuck Joe Biden.
this is one that you said was an AI created image.
Mm-hmm.
This particular one, I'm not sure I'd argue with you or not.
I mean, if she was real, she looks good.
I don't know, the hair almost looks too... Yeah, I'm going with, I think this one probably is AI. And on a refresh, somebody turned the light red. And it happens to be Redneck Ramblin' saying hi, clubbers.
Howdy ho.
Oh, God, yes. I'd play house with her all day. Light's green, trap's clean. I guess we're both gonna go grill shit. Actually, what'll probably happen is what happened last time. I throw shit on my own grill, go over to his place. 3 beers later, go, oh my God, and come back and put the flames out and tell Christine I'm ordering a pizza.
You can cook on my grill and just use it faster. I'm gonna flat top the burgers just to sear them and then throw them on the grill for heat so they don't fall through.
Oh God.
Do what you want though. I don't give a shit.
Okay, I'll see
Later,
you.
boys. Good seeing you again.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'm only pausing for effect because I'm saying the next girl is hotter than this one. The next girl. The next girl's gonna be.
I wouldn't mind her. She looks like she can handle the outdoors.
God, I think I'd go with the last one.
Yeah.
Damn.
She looks like she's got a dick tucked. Look at that. She